Hey guys, Michael here. Today I'm going to share with you the steps from start to finish to replace the white ink stirring motor on the xTool Apparel printer. I know I've already shown you a video before, but that was more of a sort of a still pictures to kind of talking about the process. Today I'm going to walk you through it start to finish so that you can see how easy it is to do it. So stick around, let's get to it. For the supplies, there's just a few things you're going to need. You're going to need the motor, a flathead screwdriver or a plastic pry tool, a small Phillips screwdriver, a small piece of painter's tape or masking tape, and optionally a pair of needle nose pliers and a small piece of rope or twine. So the first thing you got to do is unplug the printer. Open the lid for the ink. I need to take off this black ink tank. So to do that, I'm going to take my flathead screwdriver, place it in between the hose and the black ink tank itself, and I'm going to gently start working the hose up until I can pull it off. Make sure you're gentle and not prying on the actual nipple that's there because you can actually break that off. Before I pull it off all the way, I'm going to go ahead and get me a piece of tape so that it is ready to go. All right, I have that off. Now I need to keep this hose out of the way. What I can simply do is take a piece of tape and hold like this and tape it on the printer, just like that. With that tape on there, it's actually holding the hose up in the air. Don't have to worry about it dripping. And then I can simply lift this tank up out of the way. You'll want to repeat the same process on the two white ink tubes here. All right, with these out of the way, next thing you do is lift this up. This is held down by just snaps that you push down in place. There is a power cord, ribbon cable on this side, so I'm going to be careful and just start prying up around this side. Work your way all the way around, and you can use a pry tool or a flathead screwdriver to get it started. Once you get started, use your fingernails and slowly start lifting up. There we go, just like that. And I can take this, there's that ribbon cable under there. I'm just going to spin this until I can look down right here. All right there is that white connector, and we're going to need to unplug it. The one on the right goes to the motor on my machine, but you want to make sure your machine is set up the same way before you start unplugging things. Here's how you can check it. With these hoses unplugged, this white tank actually slides to the right. And then right here is the motor we're replacing. But what I want to see is this little cable right here. So as you might be able to see in this video, that cable right there is wiggling when I gently pull on the cable. So what I need to do is actually unplug that. But before I do that, I'm going to take my screwdriver and see if I can pull out extra cable because I don't want to lose this inside the machine. There we go. And I can see the cable on this motor getting tight, and these are attached to each other. So I know I'm pulling on the right one. With that up and out, I know I can now detach it. To detach it, you're going to take your flathead screwdriver, and if you can see that little tab, you're going to push down on the back side of that tab to actually lift up this lock and pull it straight up. So while holding on to this, push down on the tab, and it should come straight up just like that. Here's where your twine comes into play, or your string. I'm going to take this and I'm just going to loosely tie it around here, just like that. What I'm going to do is actually pull this motor out, this string's going to follow it, and so I can pull the next cable back through there. So now I need to remove 3 screws to release this motor. So now the motor should lift straight up. If you have any difficulty picking it up, just pull up a little bit harder. I noticed mine was a little bit stuck in there, but it did come up eventually. And this is what it looks like underneath there. Now, with this ribbon attached, I can take out this motor and keep the ribbon in there. Just like that. And you don't want to lose that ribbon inside the hole. So let me cut that off. All right, before I install this new motor, I'm going to take the old motor out of this rubber sleeve. To do that, you just simply pry it out of there. Takes a little bit of work here. Just like that. And to put this back in here, you're just going to put it in the same way. Just going to stretch the boot. And there we go, just like that. So the next thing to do is put this back on here, but I cannot turn this gear. So what I'm going to do is take my screwdriver and turn the propeller to match the direction of the motor so that I can put it back in here. There we go. Make sure it's seated all the way down and put your 3 screws back in place. All right, now we got to plug this back in the spot down there. What I like to do is hang on to the cable and use my flathead screwdriver to sort of guide it from the top. You should hear a small click, and you can test to see if it's plugged in by slightly tugging up on it. Once you get that in there, you can pull on the back side and push that cable back down in there, just like that. Okay, so the cable is tucked away. Put the lid back on by snapping it back down. Slide your white ink tank over to the left and put your black ink tank back in its spot. And you can attach the hoses back. So just like that, you've replaced the stirring motor on the white ink tank. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.